morning students. Today we are going to discuss about the second PUC unit, first unit of second PUC Springs, that is Romeo and Juliet, which was written by William Shakespeare, who is one of the greatest writer in English and also playist, novelist and also short story writer. See, this Romeo and Juliet is considered as one of the greatest work of William Shakespeare. It is considered as a tragic drama, but here in your text, means second PUC English, it was put as a verse. What is verse? Verse is a poem. See, here it is an extract. It is not a basically poem. It is a drama. That is why in your text, while you are writing your 4 marks answer, you should write as a Romeo and Juliet, which is an extract. It is not a drama and also it is not a poem or verse. Why? Because it is an extract. See, according to your blueprint, it carries 5 marks. That is 1 marks question 1 plus 4 marks question, or once they will ask 6 marks also. Actually, according to the blueprint, it is 5 marks. 1 marks is compulsory question and also 4 marks. 4 marks. If they are not given in given the question in 4 marks, they will given the question in 6 marks. See, before going to discuss about the poem, first discuss about the background of the play. What is the background of this play? As I told you, it is not a poem, it is a drama, that too tragic drama. As you all know that when people remember or talk about the lovers, they usually remember these names also: Romeo Juliet, Salim Anarkali, Laila Majnu. In Indian cases, Devdas Paru, etc. Like this, they are created a history. They are created a history in love stories. That is, they are also considered as a legendary classic love stories. Apart from all those, this Romeo and Juliet stands apart from that because they are ready to die for one another, and also after the play these two characters commit suicide after the play was over. Means after the play over, these two characters, means the character of Romeo and the character of Juliet, commit their end by their suicide, by their life. See, in the background, in the city of Verona, as you all know about the city of Verona, see, in the city of Verona, you have two noble families. That is, one is noble families, means Pratisthita family. The two noble families of Verona, one is Capulet and another one is Montagus. These two are considered as a noble families and also rival families. What is rival family? Shatrutva. Abadda Shatrugalu. Yavavu? Capulet and Montagus. Eradu kuda. See, this Capulets and Montagus, not only noble families but also rival families. When we enter to this drama, that is Romeo and Juliet, these two are main characters of this play. The Romeo, main character of this play, he belonged to the family of Montagus, and this Juliet belonged to the family of Capulet. See, these two are considered as a rival families. These two, Romeo and Juliet characters, belong to these two noble families and also rival families. See, the father of Juliet, that is old Lord Capulet. Who is old Lord Capulet? Old Lord Capulet was the father of Juliet, organized a grand supper. Organized a grand supper in the sense grand party. See, grand party as a Romeo, which is belonged to the family of Montegos. He was not invited to the party because he belonged to the rival family. That is why he was not invited to the party. Even though he is not invited to the party, he went to the party in disguise. What do you mean by disguise? Means change of appearance. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಪಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮಾರುವೇಷ. ಅವನನ್ನ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕರೀಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ತನ್ನ ಮಾರುವೇಷನ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಸಿ ವೈ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಟು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ he wanted to see his dream lady, not Juliet, that is Rosaline. Initially, he was love with Rosaline. It is an infatuation initially, but he went to the party to see his dream lady, that is Rosaline, not Juliet. But in the party, he was, as he entered to the party, he was fascinated by the beauty of Juliet and wants to love her. In the party, he was fascinated, means attracted by the beauty of Juliet and wants to love with her. After the dance performance over, he learns that she belonged to the family of Capulet. That too, she was the daughter of old Lord Capulet. After the party, only he came to know that. But he did not give up his intention. In spite of that, she also she feels to attract to the man from the enemy family. That is why these two were fall in love. And the following verses which were given to you shows the implicit, means a deep feeling of love for one another. Here one another refers to Romeo and Juliet. Here is a two extract. One is the words of Romeo and another one is the words of Juliet. So this is all about your background. You have two noble families of Verona, that is one is Capulet and Montegos. These two are noble families, including noble families. They are rival families. These two characters, Romeo and Juliet, belong to these two rival families. Juliet belongs to the family of Capulet, and this Romeo belongs to the family of Montegos. The father of Juliet, that is old Lord Capulet, organized a grand supper in the sense night dinner. Not only dinner was organized there was a dance party was also there. So in that party, Romeo was not invited. Why? Because he was belonged to the rival family. That is why even though he was not invited, he went to the party in disguise, means change of appearance, to see his dream lady Rosaline. But there he attracted by the beauty of Juliet and fall in love with her. But she too also have a prodigious birth of love from her enemy family. Now we should look over to the one by one, that is words of Romeo and the words of, yes, this is the words of Romeo, which he describes the beauty of Juliet, which he uses enormous metaphoric language to describe the beauty of Juliet. Once I will go through the lines, just you also go through the words of Romeo. Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night as a rich jewel in an Ethiope's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows, as yonder lady over her fellows shows. The measure done, I will watch her place of stand, and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. Did my art love till now, forswear its sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night. As we already saw about the background of the play, it is the first verse, which was a deep feeling of Romeo towards Juliet, where he uses a metaphorical language to describe the beauty of Juliet. See, in the first line itself, as we see here, so, oh, she doth, here, doth in Old English, now it was does. Oh, she does. Doth, which means does. Write down that. Oh, she doth, which means does, teach the torches to burn bright. See, from this line, as we know that probably there is no LEDs or powerful light, tube light, etc. in the olden days. In spite of that, in the theatre, means in the party hall, they fixed torches there to bright the room. So here he uses, that is why he uses torch, means torches. They fixes torches on the wall to brighten the room in the party hall. So as he entered, he referred to Romeo, as he entered the party hall, when he saw a Juliet there, he likes her so much and feels that her beauty she doth teach, which means her beauty teaches even torches to how to burn bright, means surpasses her beauty, surpasses the brightness of the torture. This is the first metaphor or image which is used by Romeo to describe the beauty of Juliet. See, oh, she referred to Juliet, doth teach the torches to burn bright, which means her beauty capable of enabling the torches to burn bright, means her beauty surpasses means greater than the brightness of the torches. That is why he uses the first imagery, means that much of brightness she has. ಅವಳನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಏನು ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಈವನ್ ಟಾರ್ಚ್ಗೆನೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ರೈಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಬೆಳಗೋದು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಅವಳ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿದೆ. In the first imagery which is used by him, that is how her beauty teaches the brightness to the torches, means her beauty is greater than the arches. That is why. First one. Secondly, it seems she hangs upon the cheek of night. Observe here. Cheek of night refers to. Cheek of night refers to the twilight hour of the day. The end of the day and starting of the night. That hour is considered as a twilight hour. That is a cheek of night. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ. ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇವಾಗ ದಿನ ಮುಗಿತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಅವರ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಟ್ವಿಲೈಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ತುಂಬ ಅದು ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಅವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಡೀ ಪರಿಸರ ಏನನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಚುಕ್ಕಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಮೂಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಆ ಅವರನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. That was very beautiful. See, it seems she hangs upon the cheek of night. ಅವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಆ ಟ್ವಿಲೈಟ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇಟ್ ಸೀಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್, ನೇತ್ ಹಾಕದಂಗೆ ಅವಳ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿನ ನೇತ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೂನ್ her beauty works a lot here. In the place of moon, her beauty works a lot here. In the second imagery, don't forget, first one, her beauty is capable of teach the torches to burn bright. Secondly, it seems she hangs upon the cheek of night. Cheek of night refers to, write down those things while I am repeating that, because they may be asked for your 1 marks. That is why write down while you saw this video. When you saw this video, see, cheek of night refer to twilight hour of the day. Twilight hour of the day, which means end of the day and starting of the night. That hour is considered as a twilight hour. See, secondly, it seems she hangs upon the cheek of night. Nextly, she is compared to a rich jewel. She is compared to a rich jewel in an Ethiops here. Ethiopians usually considered as Africans. Ethiops are considered as Africans. Here third imagery which was used by Romeo, that is she is considered as a rich jewel. Rich jewel means a costly jewel. Rich may refer to costly jewel. In an Ethiops here, Ethiops are considered as Africans. Usually, as you all know that Africans are black in color, means they are the darker complexion than Americans or Indians or South Indians are also some of them, but in spite of that they are very darker complexion, which means skin color. Skin color is considered as a complexion. In an Ethiops here means ಅಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಡಾರ್ಕರ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರೋವಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೀಷಿಯಸ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ನ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೀಷಿಯಸ್ ಜ್ಯುವೆಲ್ನ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬ ಹೊಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ವಾಸ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಅ ರಿಚ್ ಜ್ಯುವೆಲ್ ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಅನ್ Ethiops here. Ethiops are considered as Africans. As I told you, this is a third imagery which was used by him. Next, beauty too rich for use for earth too dear. See here, too dear, which means very expensive. Too dear, which means very expensive. Her beauty is too rich for use, means she is not an ordinary person to touch or feel or whatever it may be. Her beauty is very rich, too costly, even it cannot be reachable for common man. That is why here fourth imagery which was used by him, that was her beauty was too rich for use. For use means for use, that beauty which cannot be get, because it is a very expensive. It is very expensive. That is why her beauty is considered as too rich. That is why here too dear. Nextly, she was considered as a snowy dove. See, so shows a snowy dove trooping, means surround which refers to surrounding with crowds. Crowds refer to her fellow dancers. Who are crowds? Her fellow dancers. She is compared to a snowy dove where her fellow dancers are compared to a crowds. See. So shows a snowy dove. Snowy dove refers to Juliet's beauty. Trooping means surrounding with crowds. Crowds refer to her fellow dancers. See, as a yonder lady, she is considered as a yonder lady. Yonder refers to over there. Over there, which means the dance performing area. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಓವರ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಯಾಂಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು. ಅಥವಾ ಅವಳನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಯಾಂಡರ್ ಲೇಡಿ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಮಿಯೋ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಓವರ್ her fellow dancers are compared to a crowds here. She is a snowy dove where her fellow dancers are considered as a crowds. As a yonder lady, she is considered as a yonder lady. Over her fellows shows the measured, which is a very important phrase. What is measured? The performance over or dance over. Dance over or performance over. Note down this. What is measured? They will also ask you 1 marks in 1 marks. That is why I am stressing. See, the measured, which means after the completion of dance performance or dance performance over, end of the program, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. measured ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ performance ended. After the completion of the program, what is the intention of Romeo? See here, I will watch her place of stand and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. See, what is the intention of Romeo? After the performance over, he wanted to watch the place of stand where she danced. Means at the stage where she danced, he wanted to watch that place of stand. And after the performance, he wants to meet her and wants her to propose. That is why after the performance over, I will watch her place of stand and touching her. He wanted to touch her, make blessed my rude hand. By touching her, his rude hand may be probably blessed. Why he had a rude hand means probably Romeo is a warrior. That is why his hands were considered as a very rude. That is why he wants to, after the performance over, he wants to touch her hands. By touching her hands, make blessed by that hand. See, after that, he questions himself that, what is that? Did my heart love till now? For swear inside, for I never saw true beauty till this night. See here, he after touching her hands, make blessed by that, he asks a question to himself. Did my heart love till now? Means why? Because he had an love with that lady, that is Rosaline. The intention of him to attend the party was that lady only, that is Rosaline only. But now he saw Juliet on the dance floor and fascinated by the beauty of her and wants to love her. That is why he questions to himself, did my heart love till now? Probably no. and came to conclusion that for swear it aside, for swear, I am swearing myself, I never saw true beauty. Juliet beauty is considered as very true. True beauty till this night. Till this night I never saw a true beauty this night. See, this is the words of Romeo. He uses enormous metaphor to describe the beauty of Juliet. One thing you remember, that he uses the day imageries. Day imageries, for example, brightness, and also rich jewel, snowy dove, which is white in color. These are all the day imageries which were used by Romeo. As I recap to you, that is by the words of Romeo, we came to conclusion that he had a very infatuation or a deep feeling of love towards Juliet. That is why in the first imagery, her beauty is capable of teach the torches to burn bright. Firstly, secondly, she seems to be hangs upon the cheek of night. As I already told you, cheek of night referred to twilight hour of the day. Twilight hour, which means dawn of the day, end of the day and starting of the night. That was considered as a twilight hour or dawn of the day. Dawn hour, which is considered as that is a secondly. And thirdly, she is considered as a rich jewel in an Ethiops here. Ethiops are usually black in color. They are considered as Africans. In them, the rich or costliest metals were gave a very brightness. Like the same way, Juliet's beauty is considered as a rich jewel in an Ethiops here. Nextly, beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. Her beauty is considered as a very costly. She cannot be reachable for a common man. And finally, she is considered as a snowy dove, where her fellow dancers are compared to a crows. And she is a yonder lady over her fellow shows. And after the measure, that means after the performance over, he wanted to touch her hands and make blessed by that. He may probably had a very rough hand because he is a warrior. And finally he questioned to himself that, did my heart love till now? For swear its sight, and also came to conclusion that, for I never saw true beauty till this night. This is about the words of Romeo. Yes. After the words of Romeo, secondly, words of Juliet. Here it is. I will go through the lines once. You also go through. Words of Juliet. Come night, come Romeo, come, though day in night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving black broad night, give me my Romeo, and when I shall die, take him and cut him in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. This is the words of Juliet, where she expressed her deep feeling for Romeo. That too she describes the charmness of Romeo. It was taken from Act 3, Scene 2 of the play Romeo and Juliet. As I told you, Romeo uses day imageries to highlight the beauty of Juliet, but here contrary, thus Juliet uses night imageries to describe the beauty of charmness of Romeo. Contrary imageries were used here, day and night imageries, which were used by Romeo, whereas night imagery which was used by Juliet. See, these were the contrary images. Once they will ask a question regarding that also. Contrary imageries, how the contrary imageries means day and night imageries were used in the poem Romeo and Juliet by Romeo and Juliet ಅನ್ನೋಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. That is why don't forget contrary imageries were used by both. See here. She calls the night itself, come night, come Romeo, come, though day in night. See, why she calls the night? Because they met at first in the night time only. Usually they also met night only. That is why even she feels in a day, she calls night as come the night as early as possible, because Romeo would be come to meet her. That is why here note down the point, come night, come Romeo, come, though in old English, new English refers to you, though which means you, though day in night, your presence fills me day in night, because they met at night itself. That is why she calls the night come as early as possible. That is why here, see, for though means you, wilt, lie, wilt means fall down, wilt which means fall down, you fall down on the wings of night. She wants Romeo to come on the wings of night. ರಾತ್ರಿಯ ರೆಕ್ಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ತು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ರೋಮಿಯೋನ ಕರೀತಾಳೆ. Why? Because usually as we know that the birds fly fastest rather than we walk. That is why she wants Romeo to come on the wings of night. ರಾತ್ರಿಯ ರೆಕ್ಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ತು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಬೇಗ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಫ್ಲೈ ಫಾಸ್ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್. That is why she calls the night itself to come bring her Romeo on the wings of night. See. And whiter than new snow, Romeo's charm was compared to new snow. Don't confusion. Snowy dove refers to Juliet's beauty. New snow refers to Romeo's charm. This was asked in your question paper, means last 18th July 18, 2020 paper, means your seniors paper. This was the first question. Snowy dove refers to, it is refers to Romeo's charm. How he was whiter than new snow. The snow refers to usually snow which is in white in color. It is a pure white. ಈ ಅವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಬಿದ್ದಂಥ ಸ್ನೋ, ಮಂಜು, ಅವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಬಿದ್ದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಅವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಬಿದ್ದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವ ಮಂಜು, ಎಷ್ಟು ವೈಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಲಿಸಿದಳು ಆನ್ ದ ರೇವನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ರೇವನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ crow. Crows usually know you are, that is black in color, back large black, they have a large back. ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಬಿದ್ದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಸ್ನೋ ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೊಳೆಯುತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ರೋಮಿಯೋಸ್ ಚಾರಮ್ ಕೂಡ. He is whiter than new snow on raven's back. Raven is a kind of bird like crow. Write down that. See. And she calls night as very gentle and loving and black-browed. These three imageries were used by her to highlight or enrich the beauty of night. With the presence of Romeo, it creates or enhances the beauty of night and also bring her very happiness. That is why she calls night as gentle, means very smooth. Night na tumba smooth antanu karita idale, and also loving and also black-browed. These three imageries were used by her to convey the message of love. With the presence of Romeo, it enhance means enrich, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಏನನ್ನ ರಾತ್ರಿಯ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅವಳ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ನಾದರೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನೈಟನ್ನು ಲವ್ವಿಂಗ್, ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್-ಬ್ರೌಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜೆಂಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೂಡ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಿ, ಗಿವ್ ಮೀ ಮೈ ರೋಮಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಶಾಲ್ ಡೈ. ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಹರ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಹರ್ ಡೆತ್? After her death, she calls the night to give her Romeo. What she can do by that? She wanted to take him and cut him in little stars. After her death, see, observe here and also carefully look here. Even after her death, she wants to union with Romeo, means immortalization of love, the celebration of immortalization of love we can be seen here. Are you getting? ಈಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವಳು ಸತ್ತೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ರೋಮಿಯೋನ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ ರಾತ್ರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ರೋಮಿಯೋನ ಕೊಡು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಇಮ್ಮಾರ್ಟಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲವ್. ಅವಳು ಸತ್ತೋಗಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಕೂಡ ಜೊತೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳಾಗಿ ಇಬ್ಬರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಿನುಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿರೋದು ಇಮ್ಮಾರ್ಟಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲವ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಹರ್ ಡೆತ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಹರ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮೀ ಮೈ ರೋಮಿಯೋ. whom does she was asking? She was asking the night to give her Romeo. After that, she wanted to cut him into pieces and put it in the sky as the stars. By that, he will make the face of heaven so fine. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುವಂಥ ವಿಚಾರ ಏನು? That stars was brightens the night beauty. Here, face of heaven suggests a beautiful night with numerous stars. Beautiful night with numerous stars. Beautiful night with the numerous stars. ಅವನ ಸತ್ತೋಗಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳಿಟ್ಟಾಗ he will make the face of heaven. He enhance the beauty of night with those stars. That is why after her death, give her Romeo, and she wanted to cut him into pieces and put it in the sky as the stars, so that henceforth that all the world will be in love with night. Which night? After she put the Romeo in the sky, that night all the world will be in love. Means ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಗುಂಗಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತೇ ಅವತ್ತಿನ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಮುಳುಗೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಮರವಾಗಿತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನರು ಕೂಡ ಆ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಗುಂಗಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಳುಗೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಿಶ್ ಸನ್. ಗ್ಯಾರಿಶ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರೈಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸನ್, ಕಣ್ಣು ಕುಗ್ಗಿಸುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸೂರ್ಯನನ್ನು ಮರ್ತೇ ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ನೆನಪಿರಬಾರ್ದು. ಪೇ ನೋ ವರ್ಷಿಪ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್. ನೋ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಿಶ್ ಸನ್. ಆಸ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು, this Juliet uses the night imagery to highlight the beauty of night and also Romeo's charm. That is why she calls the night itself to come and bring her Romeo on the wings of night. And he is compared, means his charmness was compared to a new snow where on Raven's back, and she calls night as very gentle, loving, and also black-browed night. That is why these three were used to highlight or enrich the beauty of night. And after the death of her intention was to she asked the night to give her Romeo. By that, she wanted to cut Romeo into little pieces and put it in the sky as a stars, so that he will make the face of heaven so fine. Face of heaven here refers to a beautiful sky with a numerous stars. After putting the Romeo in the sky as a stars, on that night all the world will be in love and pay no worship, no attention towards the garish sun. Garish refer to brightest sun, and also garish refer to sun, means which is very brightest. This is about your first unit of second PUC, that is Romeo and Juliet. As we discussed both the words of Romeo and also words of Juliet. This is about the unit. Thank you.